Right on time. I just hit start the stream.
That's absolutely not how I usually roll. I have
No.
curse.
That's not what happens at all. Usually I'm stalling for 15 minutes before you get in. You must be excited for this one.
I am. It's gonna be good to hear some bass finally.
And welcome back to the Scotch and Songs podcast. I know it's rare for Cole to pop in at the beginning. So before we get started, do a little bit of housekeeping. As per usual, the QR code on screen if you feel like donating to the show. There will be a link in the description for the Amazon cart to help me build the supercomputer. And what are you drinking on your end, Cole?
Back to Bushmills, right? You asked last week, and I said I completely missed the plot, and then you just moved on, and I never actually got to explain. But I had a thing of Kraken last week.
Got another bottle of
Yeah, no, it was me stopping on my way home from work and picking up, so Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Bushmills being the most cost-effective and palatable combination.
The bottles of Glenfiddich usually cost me about $60 here, which is actually not terrible.
No, that seems about right.
Any other housekeeping?
Did you get hit with winter storm?
Yes.
How many inches?
Just a couple, but it was also like -5.
Right. Well, we got all the snow.
Yeah, we got a foot with sleet on top.
Maybe not all the snow, but yeah, we got like about a foot's worth of accumulation.
Yeah, I mean, -5. And I got to spend about half an hour replacing a fuel pump at the gas station because somebody decided to drive off with it.
I mean, the day before the storm, our heater decided not to work.
Oh, even with my heater going, in the 8 hours that I was at work, it dropped from about 77 down here to 60.
How often does somebody drive away with the hose?
Too often.
Okay.
At all is too often.
At all is too often, but
yeah, it happens a lot.
Okay.
In the just over a year that I've been there, I think we've had to replace 5.
Damn.
Okay.
We only have 4 pumps. we only have 4 pumps.
So which one's the chronic, problem?
The ones furthest from the building, 3 and 4.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
I was one of those good customers at the gas station this morning. They weren't even there, and I cleared away snow from around their pumps just to make my life easier. But it was the only gas station open, and normally there's like 4 between here and my work.
We've got 3 in town. Yeah.
Well, I go through 3 townships on my way to work. So, you know,
I live
for the number
close
of
enough.
townships I go through.
I live close enough to the gas station. It honestly takes about the same time to walk as it does to drive.
Then you should never drive.
Unless it's negative fuck you out.
Wait, it's wouldn't that be a positive thing?
No. I'm sorry. When it's -5 out at like noon, yeah, I'm driving.
We don't usually get that cold. Like we were
Um,
22 was our high today.
if
18 supposed to be the low.
if it takes just as long to drive as it does to walk, I would still be inclined to walk in the cold weather because I'm going to spend extra time trying to warm up the vehicle for the short
I've
t-shirt
got
weather.
yeah, it's 47 in Arizona.
Yeah, if he was a
Rubbing it.
Philadelphian, he'd be wearing shorts and it'd be gym shorts and a hoodie weather.
It's the kind of weather that you go sledding down the art museum steps.
Yeah, that's the kind of weather we have
you,
right
you,
now.
you,
There were
you
lots
say
of
that like
videos.
you have experience.
No,
Unfortunately, no.
but damn. Now that I think about it,
You're
I
too old for this.
should have done that 16 years ago when I moved to Philadelphia and we got snowed in
Send the
South
kid next
Philly.
year when he's 16.
So I had to pull it off my.
The winter that I moved to Philadelphia, I was living in South Philadelphia. We had 3 back-to-back 2-foot storms.
Every Tuesday. It snowed another 12 plus inches.
See,
And there ain't nowhere to go with it in South Philly.
could always be worse. I live on the Great Plains. So, what happens when it snows? The winds pick up.
Good plot, 'cause there's nowhere for it to go. Oh, the winds pick up. Yeah, there's that.
Snow
So-
tornadoes.
No.
No nados. Better than Sharknado.
Uh, you're not setting a very high bar there. Um,
I'm sorry, Kurt.
no, it could snow 2 inches, but then the wind picks up, and you have 15-foot drifts. The math doesn't math.
Drifts don't make sense.
No.
Anywhere.
It,
Ever.
it doesn't matter how much snow you get, drifts don't make sense.
No. So, here's a question for you. When did this become a car key?
Hold it a little closer.
Is that Spider-Man?
20
No.
years ago.
Yeah, I drive an 05 C-Class. It's
20
really
years
nice.
ago.
It's really nice. My roommate drives a
Did I not hit that about spot on?
right. My roommate drives a Durango that was made in the last 5 years. I want to say it's like a 22 or a 23, and it's the exact same key. My boss drives a Bug. And would you believe it if I was to tell you, yeah, it's the exact same key.
Yeah.
My roommate and my boss are
Most car
friends.
companies are sharing technology, and like, is that not a lot of German technology there?
I mean, that actually does track. Because, you know who makes Mercedes? At least in the States? Oh, yeah, Dodge.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did.
Like, that's
Do, do
sorry,
you
I
know who
worked in
makes
the
the,
dealership for a little bit.
do you know who makes the Smart for two?
Nope, and don't really care.
Mercedes.
Oh shoot, I closed that.
Again, we own a Ford and a Toyota. Nothing by Mercedes.
I've been
I don't
telling
trust any of those brands.
I've been telling people for a year now, and I pulled the ultimate power move when I got this one. I've got a guy. If I need a car, I make a phone call. It just happens to be a Mercedes. Usually older. This is the newest one I've had. The ultimate power move. I told a couple people at work, yeah, I need to get another vehicle. And I made a phone call. And about a week later, the vehicle was dropped off for me at work.
Yeah, no, we run into a vehicle problem. I make a couple phone calls. We either end up with an old Civic SI to borrow or a pumpkin orange Nissan Rogue.
The Nissan Rogues are actually kind of good.
And that would be one of my parents' vehicles that they loan out. Apparently, my uh, cousin's husband, who borrowed it last from them, got made fun of bad enough after their vehicle was totaled in an accident, and he borrowed my parents versus paying for a rental. He made it 2 days to work before he was like, oh no, we're buying something tonight because I can't get made fun of anymore for driving the pumpkin mobile. I kind of had to be like, Bridget's husband is this much of a pussy? He can't make a Cinderella joke? He's blonde and blue eyed. He'd make a pretty princess. Come on, you know Mike Bailey. Would he not make a pretty princess?
With
With the pumpkin mobile?
yeah.
I had people ask
Like
me.
literally
I've had people
2
ask
days
me.
with the road.
So, how much did you pay for your car? Well, one sold at auction for about 12 grand. Yeah, but what did you pay for it? Much less. What does that mean? About $700. Paid about $700 for my car. And as far as I can tell, no issues. The benefits of knowing somebody. So we've been off topic.
I'd be suspicious of a $700 car with no issues.
Yeah, I'd be double checking that VIN, wanting to where it was from and running some background information. But that's just like
It's
the
plated.
extra suspicious person in me.
I went and got it plated last week. In the snow. I know somebody.
Nah, hopefully
I've
both
got
of
a
our
friend.
vehicles keep going for a while, at least until our kid's ready to take over one of them. I
So
mean, he's about to be 15. We're like within like,
Yeah.
13 months of him potentially being able to drive.
is that a scary thought?
Damn fucking straight. When you live this close to Philly and Jersey, the drivers are fucking insane, dude. Have you ever driven out here?
Yeah, it's not it's partially concern for him. It's partially concern about the dumb shit that we see on the roads all the time.
I've 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 driven through Phoenix.
It doesn't count. They're more polite out there.
No.
Not in Phoenix.
You driven through North Philly recently?
I try to stay out of North Philly, so I can't say that I have driven through North Philly recently. I've got no reason to be in North Philadelphia. I don't have
Doctors.
I don't have the time to be in North Philadelphia.
Doctor.
Phoenix is so bad, I will not drive in Phoenix during the day. I refuse.
Day's the safest time to drive around here. You don't want to drive at night. That's when the crazy asses are out.
I mean, it's very much the same for Phoenix. That's why I don't get off the freeway.
That don't
There
mean
is-
nothing here.
That
Everything is fucking night.
that there is still traffic at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that's a city.
Right. I would expect that more in the desert because if I lived in the desert, I would prefer to be nocturnal. That way I don't have to deal with the sun much.
True.
It was October. It was actually kind of nice out.
Okay.
It still doesn't count as nice, probably, to me.
What, the sun is 24/7 in Arizona, Mom?
No, the traffic. By
Yeah, but what are the
nice out,
temperatures in October? It's still probably uncomfortable to me.
the temperature was about 72.
Yeah, that's
Not unreasonable, I guess.
Again, it was also like 2, 3 in the morning. Because fuck it,
Okay,
I
in the
am
middle of
not
the night,
driving
that's
through
not reasonable.
Phoenix during the day.
It's not reasonable for October in the middle of the night.
The traffic.
so anyway, did we want to play some music?
Why don't you tell them what we're doing?
Right. I was looking forward to a whole lot of bass. Tonight we have Royal Blood.
I
They are a bass duo, a drummer and a bassist.
I do so like setting up these games. When did they form?
Uh, that's a real good question. I actually have no friggin' idea. I know they've got like 4 albums. So if it's 2026, they've got 4 albums. I might expect, roughly one every 2 years. Let's say
Formed in
20.
2011.
Oh,
The year our child was born, they formed.
All right, thanks.
in Worthing, England. Again, it's a duo, Mike Kerr and Ben Thatcher.
Rick's reading the same thing I brought up, I think.
Nope,
Right.
I have a sticky note. I probably got the information from the same thing you did, though.
Try to be useful. I'll disappear.
see if I can get this resized so I can still see everything. There we go. So, first one up is a cover. If we happen to go down during this song, blame the original artist. You know, there is one band that I personally will never cover.
It's these guys, the original artist.
Yeah, it's the original artist, mainly because I don't want Lars Ulrich to sue me.
By the way, I can't see anything stream wise. I mean, like I can see the stream, the streaming platform, and I can see you and me on Discord, but I can't actually see your list.
It did a weird thing. See if I can get it back up. Is it there now?
Wow. Now I know where we are. Okay. And don't you usually do the cover a little ways in?
Nope. I like to start with the cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say they did a good job on that.
Yeah. And I mean, like, to think that that's a bassist and a drummer, and he's still got the that hammer, the wow 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 at the beginning, right? Um, it's amazing what an octaver can do, but also when you play a six-string bass, you've got an amazing high range.
Yeah,
It's also how he's getting away with some of those chords.
that's fair.
Oh.
So we we both came across this band separately. What was your first song?
Um, you know, I want to say Typhoons because I think that's the first one that like stuck in my head, but I think I knew about them before that. Um, so I don't actually know because like I know Typhoons isn't the first thing I heard from them, and just whatever the first thing I heard from them, uh, I don't know. I,
Sometimes you can
I
listen
don't I
to.
don't want to say it didn't hook me, but like maybe it did and I just forgot.
I mean, that's very
Because like
possible.
because like I recognized the name,
That's I
but
mean,
like there are
th- there are bands on the list. There are bands that we have already covered where the first couple songs I heard did not hook me, but eventually one did. Um, so the next one is actually the first one that I heard.
okay.
My Pandora is ridiculous. I have all kinds of different things that kind of lead to new songs being discovered. That's how I found like Goodnight Texas, um, Lone Pine Hill, Justin Towns Earl, things like that.
Oh,
Um, and Royal Blood. So we'll move on to the next one.
yeah. Speaking of little monsters. That extra long fill towards the end.
Yeah. See, just hearing that, I would not think that that's a 6-string bass.
Yep.
It wasn't until
Six
you.
string bass, a little
It,
bit of
it,
overdrive, and he's playing on the high strings. I mean, he's
it
playing chords on like the high three strings,
yeah.
but
It wasn't until you said something that I actually listened to it a little bit deeper, and yes.
Give me the whiskey.
ow.
And you also mentioned an octaver, which I would say is very
And I also
likely.
mentioned little monsters. Look at this little monster. Hi. Say
Just
hello,
pawing at
everybody.
the camera.
He got the crazy eyes when he starts chomping on things.
Yeah.
Ow. Shit. Okay, that's
No, tell me one more and we'll head to bed. I'll take them with me.
Some of that could actually be teething.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Actually, we got him a teething ring around here somewhere. Like a cat-sized
Yes.
catnip infused rubber teething ring somewhere. Um, and we were looking at it in the store because this is what I do for a living. Uh, I noticed a difference in one of the gears. Hi, how's it going there, bud? And had to inspect it and figured out, that's where the gate is and that this piece is injection molded. And then I had to apologize to Kate because, like, this is what I do for a living. Like, literally, I injection mold pet toys. So, like, or pet treats, actually, because everything that I do is edible.
I think he needs another kitten.
Oh,
Not that I think we need another kitten. He could use a kitten.
That's why
His original anchor cat is not amused.
that's why luckily I have a daredevil. He may not be physically a kitten, but he is mentally a kitten.
No,
well, and I mean, like, we have an orange cat now, right? So he'll probably always be, uh, a little off kilter. But he is the most adorable little monster.
It
Hi.
actually is kind of interesting. The orange cats are all kind of like that.
But we have a, you know, angry tubby tabby that is truly better suited as a barn cat house. It's just a barn cat that lives indoors and hates us.
I feel the same way about Stratocaster most days.
Like, I wouldn't trade Lucky for the world. Like, I love her, and she would definitely stay before this guy would if something went down between them. But merely because this one would be way more adoptable.
That's fair.
Someone would be like, "Oh, cute, adorable orange kitten." But this one stalks her in the litter box.
Yep.
We have top entry litter boxes. So Lucky goes in to do her business, and he will stalk and then sit there and smack her head as she tries to do her business. I'm amazed he still is alive and has a head. Like, it's
How? How?
you're more chewy than the axolotl. Yes, our kitten has an axolotl.
Axolotls are interesting.
It was the cutest toy there that was crinkly and kicky. And you see how much the kitten loves it.
Obviously, he loves his axolotl.
And we haven't even rubbed it with catnip.
Nope, this is just. And like, you say that some of this could be teething, but like, to watch the way that he lays into this thing, I absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, dude, I gotta make the appointment to get your balls removed soon.
you're a little stinky too.
Ooh.
So you said Typhoons was the one that hooked you?
Yeah, Typhoons definitely got stuck in my head. And for the life of me, can't remember what I heard before that though.
I mean, fair.
There's a reason you explored them, and
So we'll move on to Typhoons.
Maybe it was Figure It Out.
That could be too.
Anyway.
Which is on here. I can see why that one would get hooked. That's a extremely catchy song.
And that one's pretty obviously some thick bass.
Yes.
I mean, like from that opening chord progression. Right? Like
Yeah.
just that's fat bass chords.
You can
So you
tell
see why I got hooked.
you can tell he's a bassist. One, he's almost never on time. Two,
Occasionally.
he hears bass and gets excited.
Uh yeah, okay.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I mean, the first part kind of is.
Oh.
I
Everybody
can't.
should get excited when they hear bass. Because as soon as the guitarists start playing, you're not going to hear anything else.
I mean, that's fair.
Not true at all. You obviously don't deal with horns much. Sorry. You'll need some ska in your life.
I happen to
I know
very
what
much.
night it's thinking.
I happen to very much like Sublime and Cake.
I don't know that I would call either of those actually ska bands. And she walked out of the room just in time to not have to deal with that comment.
They, I would say they're both borderline. They're adjacent.
Sorry, as a brass musician.
Right. But you said we need ska in our lives, and he's like, I like Sublime and Cake.
Yeah, no, fuck off.
And I said, neither of those are ska bands.
Near ska. If you want a ska night, please let me coordinate.
By
You
all
obviously
means.
need
It wouldn't be
You
the
didn't even
first
mention
time
the
that
oh,
He didn't mention any ska bands.
Like-
No. No Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. No, They Might Be Giants.
no
No.
real big fish.
Yeah. Bowling for Soup.
A little bit more ska person.
I was just poking at you. That one. But
Like,
Well, I mean, Sublime and Cake both have horns.
so does the Mars Volta. Doesn't make them ska.
so does the Symphony Orchestra of Philadelphia.
Speaking of orchestras, Cole, why don't you tell us about the next two?
Right. So the next two, actually, I don't know these two. Um, will be an interesting little experiment here, or election choice, whatever. Um, we have Limbo by Royal Blood, so the same six-string bass and drum duo that we've been going on about. But following it will be Limbo orchestral version, and I don't know what to expect here,
Neither
other
do
than
I.
strings.
So, the next two are not actually two, they are one. And we're going to play them back to back. We're just going to let it play through. And we'll save critiques and comments for after. One of them is the orchestral version, and the other is the original. And I am curious. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes and tell you what we think. All right, Cole. Any thoughts?
Um, right. So I think I like the orchestral version more. Um, Even though that's not exactly what I was expecting. I expected full orchestra, no no royal blood. Right. Um, dirty peasants. Um, but I I like the direction they went with the orchestral version. It's royal blood plus, you know, strings in a bit different arrangement. Also, that bass tone be stankin'. Wow, that is a nasty, gnarly bass tone. Just wow. Like,
So,
like, play that intro again, because that's just. Which is not at all orchestral because synths. Just
so I would hate to I would hate to British drive by you, but I'm going to. Ha! I disagree. Um, I don't think their orchestral version was actually orchestral. I get the feeling
uh
that was synths.
right. I know. I agree with you. Um, I like the way they used that background versus the just of the bass tone there, right? It's it's a different feel to the song.
I happen to prefer the original
Okay.
because, at least to me, and I could very much be wrong, it doesn't sound like their orchestral version is actually an orchestra.
No, and I've understand where you're coming from on that one, and agree with you in that regard. Um, you know, uh, if you didn't know there was a different version, if I didn't know there was a different version, um, I wouldn't think that there were, you know, ways to improve it. So, like, if you had heard one or the other, there's not a.
If I had heard one or the other, doesn't matter which, um, no, I'd be happy with it. To say that I prefer one version over the other is not to say that I dislike the one I don't
The other.
prefer.
And and perhaps maybe that's the point I'm trying to make, and I'm just doing it in a weird roundabout way. But we can. Anyway, I like them both. Now that I
Yes.
have a choice, I'm gonna choose the second one just for the dissonance between the two. The synthy, ringy background and the gnarly bass tone. But uh,
I will say, not many bands could do that. Most bands wouldn't be able to, even if it's not an orchestra, make a song orchestral.
uh, yes, I'll agree with you. Um,
I can only
there are a
think
lot of bands.
I can only think of one, but I'm not mentioning their name because I don't want Lars Ulrich to jump out of the computer and sue me.
Yes,
Someone that might will be too cold for them, but they need some cooling.
I got you. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. There's also benefits to having the access to the entirety of the music world at your fingertips, like certain people do. Uh,
That's pretty much everybody these days.
okay, maybe, perhaps it is the age of the internet. Um, there aren't a whole lot of bands who are willing to put out two versions of the same song that are different enough to actually be different versions of the same song and like can be regarded differently. Um,
It's not uncommon
yeah,
for bands to put out an electric version and then a quote unquote unplugged version.
right. Where
Um,
they still plugged the bass in because otherwise you're not going to hear the bass at all. And slash
I
or somebody electric guitar solo in the middle of the acoustic song. Yeah.
yeah,
But
Nirvana.
why does it
We're
sound
looking
like
at you.
1980s drums?
Yeah.
Why does it sound like 1980s drums? Because they mic'd the drums and recorded them in such a way that it sounds like it's the 80s again. The real punchy snares.
Yeah, Nirvana. We're looking at you. Um so off topic,
Hey, hold
imagine
up.
that.
Hold up. Nirvana's drummer wrote one of the greatest drum intros to any song ever. It just wasn't with Nirvana
No,
or a
but
band he was truly officially part of.
have you ever noticed that the drummer for Nirvana looks an awful lot like Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters?
Um, I was going with "Song for the Dead," the
What?
Queens of the Stone Age,
Okay,
which is a Dave Grohl drum line. Uh, that is quite possibly one of the best drum intros ever.
fair. I happen to like Queens of the Stone Age.
And
Um,
like I will go on at length about how how awesome that is when we do Queens of the Stone Age night. I just
it
happened to
will
hear it on my way
happen.
home from work tonight, and so like,
Um, Going back to Nirvana's Unplugged, they broke. Imagine that Nirvana broke all the rules because yes, he's playing a somewhat acoustic guitar, and it was plugged in.
yes,
Hey, we're gonna put you on MTV's Unplugged. You're gonna play a lot of your songs, only acoustic. And Cobain said, "Nah, we're gonna hit you with pretty much all covers." And they said, I don't think people are going to like that. And it ended up being one of their best albums.
It turns out people actually really liked that.
They covered songs on there that people don't realize are covers. For instance,
Yes. You know the number of people I've played open mic nights with whose favorite band is Nirvana? And why is their favorite band Nirvana? Because of Nirvana Unplugged. And how many of them sound exactly like Nirvana from Nirvana Unplugged? A surprising lot of them actually are real close. You know why? Because they're playing an acoustic guitar at an open mic, which is exactly what Nirvana's Unplugged sounds like.
yes. So, I'm not going to say I am a big Nirvana fan. I happen to like Nirvana. I'm not their biggest fan. Kurt
You know what's
Cobain.
wild?
Kurt Cobain was neither a great guitarist or vocalist. He really wasn't even that great a songwriter. However, he took what he knew how to do and did it very well.
Uh, right, some of my favorite Nirvana songs are from their Unplugged set.
Oh, same here.
Um, Probably most of my favorite Nirvana songs are from their Unplugged set. Um, yeah, Cobain did what he knew to the best of his abilities, um, and just happened to be doing it in the right way at the right time in the right place. And it struck a particular chord with a lot of people.
Um, Lake of Fire, not a Nirvana song. That was a
Nope.
cover. Plateau. I knew a girl who said Plateau was her favorite Nirvana song. And
It's not a Nirvana song.
I asked, so do you know the original? And she goes, well, yeah, it's the one on Unplugged. No, that's the Meat Puppets. Actually, I think Lake of Fire might actually be a Meat Puppets song too.
They did like three Meat Puppets covers on Unplugged.
Yeah. And
Um,
the one,
Man Who Sold the World. It's David Bowie.
yes. Um,
Right? So
the song that they ended with, I have ended many a busking session and open mic night with, which is Where Did You Sleep?
yeah.
Great song.
Yeah, it is.
Also a cover.
People don't realize that's not Nirvana.
There was a talent show thing here in town. It was over at the high school. I got recruited for it because one of the people putting it on knew I was a musician. And I said, because I also ended this with Where Did You Sleep, that I was going to play an old Leadbelly song. And I heard two people in the crowd who knew exactly what I was about to play and knew it was not originally a Nirvana song.
Um, it doesn't even sound like Nirvana.
No. Granted,
And
pretty much nothing on Unplugged sounds like Nirvana.
Nah, man, Lake of Fire.
Fair.
it, it might be one of Cobain's best guitar playing sessions.
Yes.
Um,
It makes it very upsetting to realize that was also like one of his last.
ooh, like he was getting much better
Yes.
at guitar playing. Obviously, he was not getting much better in a number of other ways that are much more important. Good night. Sleep well. Do well. Be well. That I can't really control. Be good. I can't control that. Okay.
I will say, Nirvana's Unplugged is not the only one that ended up being an artist's like last show. The other one being probably my favorite Unplugged, which would be Alice in Chains.
Being told behind the scenes, MTV's Unplugged, the curse of.
Yeah, no shit. Granted, with Alice in Chains, when Lane came out on stage, you could tell he was high.
Well,
It doesn't come through on the album, but it does on the actual video.
on the video.
He messed up one of the songs, and they had to start it over.
Ooh.
Sludge Factory. He was reading it off the page and lost where he was.
And for somebody that you expect to be a professional musician, that's also a reminder that professional musicians are people too. But also, a lot of them are not professional.
No.
They're just lucky.
Yes. And at
People
the
who
same
work with them and make shit possible, yes, those people are professionals.
one would hope. And at the same point in time, the other thing that you have to take from that is, what did Mr. Mackey say? Drugs bad, okay?
Oh right, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, that's also a good takeaway.
Because heroin took two amazing musicians from us. Well, I mean, one of them was heroin and Courtney Love, but for legal reasons, that is a joke. Yeah, evidently she tends to be a bit litigious.
Understandably, but whether or not, either possibility is true or viable, the general idea about the situation, I can understand wanting to be, defensive and possibly distanced from the situation.
Yes, it is very understandable. At the same point in time, it was still very questionable. And I don't personally know anybody who says, "Oh no, I love the band Hole."
Uh, while I might also share in the same experience, um, there could also be a lot of blowback about the Cobain situation. Anyway,
Yeah, the next song. Before I say something else to get in trouble.
Nothing here to see, just a kid like me, trying to cut some teeth, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm here trying to figure it out. Getting hard to sleep, blood is in my dreams, love is killing me, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm still in here trying to figure it out. I let it go, cause I won't see you later when we're not allowed to talk it out. I said I'd go, put myself on the show, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I broke my shoe, take the flat on you, but you didn't know I planned it out. I said I'd go, yeah, I won't see you later when we're not allowed to figure it out. Nothing here to see, just a kid like me, trying to kiss and see, trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm still here trying to figure it out. I let it go, cause I won't see you later when we're not allowed to talk it out. I said I'd go, put myself on the show, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I broke my shoe, take the flat on you, but you didn't know I planned it out. I said I'd go, yeah, I won't see you later when we're not allowed to figure it out. Yeah.
So, you want to do just a couple more? I'm not. I'm sure you've probably heard it a little bit. Not feeling spectacular.
yeah, that's understandable. Plus, we've spent a bit more than too much time off topic.
Yes, and also we need to plan out the next month. So, 10-ton skeleton.
Definitely got to do Trouble's Coming.
Okay, you want to do those two?
That one will get stuck in people's head. Is this is the whole list?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 10-Ton Skeleton has a pretty killer riff, and Trouble's Coming is definitely going to get earwormy. I mean, that's not to say that the other 4 songs that are on the list are not worth listening to. I Only Lie When I Love You is one that I think people may recognize, or at least feel like they recognize. That's certainly worth checking out on your own free time. The rest of the list reads High Waters, How Did We Get So Dark, and You Can Be So Cruel. Oh, I mean, I think How Did We Get So Dark? You Can Be So Cruel. That's pretty much the answer itself, right? It would have been fantastic to get to some sort of setup between the two of those as whatever pun segue, right? That what the two of us smartasses would have done. But instead, we're left with a 10-Ton Skeleton.
Yeah. And we have the entire month of February to plan out as well. Yeah. We'll come back to that topic. Here's a 10-Ton Skeleton.
And some killer riffing.
She took my heart, left me for dead, and drank my blood to me. She said, I see secrets worth its weight in gold. That fire we had was turning cold. Cut loose like an animal, fired out like a cannonball, but I waited too long. Yeah, I waited too long. Got high from a holy vein, crashed down in a hurricane. Love has been here and gone. Love has been here and gone. Where did you go? Where did you run? I can't erase what you've done. Let's burn the past, forget the truth. I still love in him, I'm still loving you. Cut loose like an animal, fired out like a cannonball, but I waited too long. Yeah, I waited too long. Got high from a holy vein, crashed down in a hurricane. Love has been here and gone. Love has been here and gone. Cut loose like an animal, fired out like a cannonball, but I waited too long. Yeah, I waited too long. Got high from a holy vein, crashed down in a hurricane. Love has been here and gone. Love has been here and gone. But I waited too long for you only. Love has been here and gone to die slowly, going under again. So don't follow me.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And you went and did it.
It went and did it. So,
I got caught up in that riff.
yeah, right? So at 10-ton scale, like I specifically requested this one, and I'm glad you actually took my advice on that. Is a fantastic example of a great number of things. One, when we talked about royal blood, whenever it was that we were talking about it last week before, where you were like, yeah, I didn't realize it was a bass because it doesn't always sound like a bass. And I thought about all the royal blood that I knew, and I was like, the fuck do you mean it doesn't sound like a bass? I can hear the bass in that all day long, right? But I also play a six-string bass, right? So maybe perhaps I am biased and slash or possess insider trading knowledge. Um,
That is a federal crime.
It's not a crime to play bass. No, but it might be a sin.
There's no might be about it. I play blues. I know where I'm going.
The crossroads.
Just gonna put this out there. If I disappear for any length of time and then just come back and I am a god tier musician, y'all already know.
But so anyway, 10-ton skeleton does exactly that. Convinces you that he's not playing bass.
Yes.
It's two choruses inside of like the second one starts about a minute and a half in. So it's a song I like that is short. It is 3 minutes 8 seconds.
Yes.
It sounds really full for being a two-piece. Like it sounds like a full band. It's super catchy. Like you got lost in the riff, and I said it was going to be some killer riffage.
Yes.
And despite the fact that I warned you, you were not prepared.
In my defense, I'm also a little bit swimmy right now, and it's not the Scotch.
Well, yeah, there's. I can also do things. Anyway, just all around, 11-10.
You know who wasn't on the list? By the way, take a drink.
What was the penalty?
Robert Johnson. He is now. That was on my end.
Yeah. You know, I was trying to think about Robert Johnson earlier because I was trying to think of who Cobain's favorite artist was.
Not Robert Johnson.
And I could see the. Wait, who? Shit, who is it? I can see the shirt.
Leadbelly.
Yeah, but didn't he wear a Robert Johnson shirt in like, pretty spectacular fashion, like all the time?
Not that I'm aware of. Going back to Unplugged, he mentioned wanting to buy Leadbelly's guitar.
Am I just mixing a whole bunch of things up?
Yes.
I am stirring my entire memory.
Yes. In the Unplugged show, he mentions wanting to buy Leadbelly's guitar. If I'm not mistaken, it's right before they played Where Did You Sleep? Because his joke is that he's going to pass a collection plate around so that he can do it.
Nowadays, you can just start a GoFundMe.
Fair. This is actually one of your jokes. You know how in "Come as You Are" there's a line in that song, and I swear that I don't have a gun. Yeah, survey says that was a lie.
Oh,
That was your joke first. I stole it.
oh. I also use that line to prove well, not prove, but like to assert that Cobain didn't do it himself.
No.
He told us he doesn't have a gun.
Well,
Cobain wouldn't lie to us.
which may be more accurate to your joke, but either way, you know what that means? That's our
Trouble's
second.
coming.
That's our second Cobain joke. Trouble's coming. I'll see you in court.
Oh.
I get my knuckles around for that money, spider web cracks on the mirror. I see someone, but not somebody. If I could, then I would. If I could, then I would. If I could. I let my demons take hold and choke on me. Can't feel these holes that I'm digging. Can't stop my heart when it's sinking. But if I could, then I would. If I could, then I would. If I could. If I could, you don't think I would pretend. Trouble's coming, but I still don't know when. That's the voice that I can hear in my head. I hear it over and over again. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming over and over again. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming over and over again. In my reflection, I see signs of psychosis. I try to pay them no attention, can't keep them under the surface. If I could, then I would. If I could, then I would. If I could. If I could, you don't think I would pretend. Trouble's coming, but I still don't know when. That's the voice that I can hear in my head. I hear it over and over again. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming over and over again. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming. I hear trouble coming over and over again. I can't wait forever, 'cause I don't have the time left to spend wishing I was someone better, wishing I could start all over again. I had trouble coming, I had trouble coming, I had trouble coming over and over again. I had trouble coming, I had trouble coming, I had trouble coming over and over again. I had trouble coming, you don't think I would pretend. I had trouble
I am about 90% sure that is in a game somewhere. And I cannot think of the game. It's also in a
I wouldn't be
commercial.
surprised.
It is also in a commercial. But
Yes, I believe so.
granted, I'm also pretty sure that's popped up in my Pandora, which, to be honest, could be why I think it's in a game somewhere. Because considering the games that I tend to play, I know I have mowed down dozens, and by dozens I mean hundreds or thousands of civilians while that song plays.
What, are you an ICE agent?
No, I like playing Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row. I know it's not in Grand Theft
Oh,
Auto.
okay.
It could be in one of the Saints Row games. So, I have a couple of ideas for February.
All right.
I think next week we should do another Just Scotch. Because no matter what people seem to think, I enjoy those episodes.
Okay.
And what I'll do for the people who are just here for the music, I will play music in the background. It will be rather low. But I think we should do another Just Scotch next week. You know,
Okay.
catch up, tell terrible jokes.
I mean, is that most weeks?
Without the music focus. Maybe see if we can get Cousin Richard to join us, and we'll ignore him for 2 hours.
Oh,
Cousin Richard, if you're watching, you know we love you, but we got to pick on you. I would also like to.
have you been working on the EDM challenge? Speaking of Richard,
Maybe.
we also just lost 2 viewers, so that was Richard.
It took it a second for it to happen on here. Yeah, probably. Either that or that was Courtney Love's legal team.
Ooh.
So I say we do
No,
Just
we're still
Scotch.
streaming.
Come back. We might make more Kurt Cobain jokes. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Don't sue me. You're not going to get much. You might get my car and a bottle of scotch. That's about all I have. I say we do a Just Scotch on the 2nd. We can do Foster the People on the 9th.
Okay.
I say the 16th, we do Hair Metal Night. Mom, if you're still watching, that would be a good episode for you to join us on. And I say we change it up for the 23rd. And we do Stephen King. That's right, Scotch and Stories. Oh, you thought we were joking back in October when I mentioned that. I wasn't joking. Who remembers me and Pepperidge Farm?
Damn, you didn't even let me get the joke on that one. But what you're telling me is that I have a month to read possibly multiple Stephen King novels.
No. How many have you read?
Stephen King novels, actually none.
That's okay. Because you know how many most of our viewers have read? Probably also none. And I won't spoil any of them. Okay, maybe just one. If anything, read Tommyknockers. Or, not a sponsor, get it on Audible and listen to it.
Actually, Tommyknockers is sitting on the shelf over here, so I could in fact read that one.
Good. We might need that hard copy because all I
Um,
have is the Audible version.
I have seen it. I have seen, I believe, Langoliers.
I forget about Langoliers. You've read a lot of Stephen King, Mom? And also, you want to join us for hair metal night?
So, Dad used to tell us uh, about the Langoliers, but he always called them the Tommyknockers.
Doesn't surprise me.
And I didn't realize, I didn't know that there was, a discrepancy there until I saw Langoliers, and I was like, I know this story. I know this whole thing. He was wrong the whole fucking time.
So, if Mom would like to join us, that's 2 weeks in a row that she could join us. Because Mom says she's read a lot of Stephen King.
Okay.
Of course, I'll remind you. The week before. So does that sound good to you?
All right, so next week is
Just Scotch.
just Scotch 3, yep. Followed by
Foster the People.
and then hair metal
Then hair metal.
and
Scotch and Stories. I can do that, Mom.
okay.
Also, Mom, send me a list of what you would say is the quintessential hair metal. About 12 songs. Or artists, and I can pick a song.
GNR, Cinderella, Queensryche.
Does GNR count?
Rat. Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, Cinderella, Rat, Queensryche. Yes, Queensryche. But does GNR actually count as hair metal?
Purely because of Slash.
Okay. Do you know there's a reason why he always has his hair in front of his face?
Stage fright. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Poison. Yeah.
Poison.
I've never
How
heard
can
about
you
Poison.
forget Poison? Yes, stage fright. Hence the sunglasses and the hair being in front of his face. Slash
Yep.
has terrible
Yep.
stage fright. You know why Slash doesn't sing? Stage fright.
Interestingly, also Buckethead.
Makes sense.
That's why the mask and bucket. Also, because the KFC bucket is funny, but
Yeah. Especially when you consider the fact that he was raised in a chicken coop. Um. There's an interview where Slash actually says that. that the hair and the glasses and the reason why he doesn't sing is stage fright. And
oh no, I
upon
thought you meant there was an interview where Flash actually says that Buckethead was raised in a chicken coop.
no, I think you told me that. Isn't that part of his backstory?
I'm pretty sure that's part of a C2B3 song.
But upon learning that Slash, one of arguably the best guitarists in the world, has stage fright, it made me feel better about my stage fright.
Hey, I just had a great idea.
What's that?
How about a supergroups night?
Can that wait until April?
I mean, I was just bowling for enthusiasm, but yeah, I mean,
I'm here for it. We can do that, and we could also do covers night in April. Anyway, that's going to be it for Scotch and Songs this week. We will catch you next week with just Scotch. And hopefully, we won't say anything that could make particular litigious parties angry.
I would like to avoid lawsuits. Even if I have nothing to lose, I don't want to have the entanglement.
Let's be honest. Ain't nobody gonna know we made those jokes. That would imply that somebody actually watches, aside from mom and our siblings.
There's always possibilities.
You mean our viewership might go up?
I like to think positive.